crypto, speed matters, but trust matters more. At Caleb & Brown, you're never on your own. We connect you with your own personal broker and a 24/7 team, ready to help you buy, sell, or swap over 250 digital assets with one flat, transparent fee. No spreads, no slippage, no hidden costs. Get the best market prices through deep, aggregated liquidity executed by our professional trading desk. Your funds are secured with institutional-grade cold storage for total peace of mind. Track every move in real time with our intuitive client portal, anywhere, anytime. Whether you're trading as an individual, trust, or business, we give you speed, security, and peace of mind. Thousands of clients in over 100 countries already trust Caleb & Brown. Visit calebandbrown.com and start your personalized crypto journey today.
Disclaimer! Not financial advice! We're not liable for any personal financial decisions. This is meant to be entertainment purposes only. Thank you. Bow, chicka, bow, bow. What's up, guys? Welcome into another episode of Blockchain Brew Show. I am T-Square, your humble host today, guys. And, sorry, loosen up my chain. And if you haven't already, please smash that golden like button today. Smash, 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 smash. We also have the subscribe button. Your ring-a-ding-ding and your ring-a-ding-ding. And what's the point of that, guys? I've gotten pretty good at that since the beginning of the show. You can find us over there on YouTube. And also over there on Kick and Rumble. They have the subscribe bell, the heart, the joy, the whatever they have in that corner. You smash to help support the channel. I see you guys over there on X too. You know, all the love and support to help get the X channel going and get this content out to everybody out there. If there's any background noise, just so you know, it is my son, and he is a wild thing. I turned on Mr. Peabody for him, and hopefully that keeps him entertained. But sometimes he gets out into mischief. You know, so we all do that once in a while. I did not bring a beer today. You know, I had a few of them yesterday. They were very nice. I actually watched the UFC fights the first time in a long time. And I say few, I think I only had two. But give my body a little bit of break, and I'm going to drink something just as bad. Today, I have the Holiday Coca-Cola cream soda. I don't know if you guys can see that. Creamy vanilla, I think it is. It's a limited flavor, so it will go away after the holidays. But, man, it is a delight and a good drink, man. It is a really good Coke. I don't know what they did, but they did something right. I got to pop this little ASMR pop. Woo, that was spicy, too. Head on over the comments, see where we're at, and we can start digging into the charts. Hey, what's up? It's you? Did I say that right? Oh, LOL. Was that the disclaimer? That was funny. Yeah, that was. I just made that up, man. On the fly, bro. A few weeks ago. And I was, dude, I kind of like that. It's pretty hilarious. Let's stop these charts up in here and get it. We got 12 minutes, so we get the weekly and the 2-week close. So we know I got good stuff coming on in. Bow, chicka, bow, wow. Oh, look at the Bitcoin on the 15-minute. We broke above the 200 MA, flew up to this little bit of resistance over here. Then we bounced off it, came back through the 21, back down through the 50, bounced off the 200. We're coming back up. We're trying to decide if we want to break above the 100. The momentum wave on market cipher still looks pretty good, though. We got the green dot. Momentum still coming up. Not too bad. VWAP breaking up. Stokes RSI a little hot, but still curvature to the upside. What's up, Daniel Ghazi? What's crack-a-lacking, bro? Think we're going lower? Well, I guess we'll have to see. Now, won't we? We did make a higher high in the 15-minute, though, so, I mean, that's a good sign. We have a lower high. my child. I love you.
I'm here.
I see that. Yeah, she is here. Did she surprise you? So we have a high, a low on the 15-minute with the red candles. We're swinging to the 1 hour. See what we got going on the 1 hour time zone. You know what you know. There's your higher high. We came up to the 200 as well. Didn't quite break above the support. You got the green dot fake out, come down. The momentum isn't slamming down. We still have some sort of downwards pressure, but we have a little bit of curvature starting to come in with. You can almost see what's getting almost flat right here. Stokes RSI are low. Strength still angled down, but what you're noticing right here, if you zoom in, is we almost broke below the 200, and we actually came back up and closed on it. And that's this yellow line right here. And then we have the 21 and the 50 also rejection off of. So, this is actually a signal where it might not go lower. If we zoom out and start looking at the macro, the money flow has been increasing on the red wave. See, it's getting shrink. It's a good sign to see on the 1 hour. The VWAP's still kind of iffy too. So it's kind of hard to see what's happening, but I think we might get rejection off here. Okay, the DVSI is not my favorite. It says the next hour it's not going to get its reversal, so keep that in mind. We have 14-15, so that's playing against us, and the red wave has not flipped green, so that's also kind of playing against us. But the rejection off that zones are kind of good. Let's check out the 4 hours, see what the 4 hours saying. The 4 hours still looking good. So the 4 hours giving confirmation on what I'm saying is true about the 1 hour, okay? Because the momentum's still increasing on the 4 hours. So the likelihood we will get rejection off that 200, 2158, 50-ish MA level, right here. There's a likelihood this will be a rejection without some sort of news or anything, because the 400 is still bullish. We got the momentum coming up, VWAP coming up, strength Stokes RSI are doing good. So therefore, we knew the outcome before we went into the 4 hour. And the 4 hours getting the confirmation what we're seeing is likely to play out. Now, we are still kind of stuck in that weird spot with the 50 and the 21, but the momentum has not rolled over yet. So we're going to say we're feeling pretty good. Now, the 12 hour is a really interesting candle because we went up high and we came down high. Let's take it off regular hike, go to regular candles off the hike in the Shi. So we broke down, we came up, we're still slightly positive, go back to hike in the Shi. Now, the nice thing is this is a doji candle right here. Tiny body, wick, even wicks on either side. It's a doji candle, sign of a trend reversal of the previous downtrend that we were having. Let's see where we go back in. Now, we're about to make a trigger wave on the upside. The trigger wave is good on the 12 hour. That means that pumperoonie. But it's kind of interesting time to actually start a pump because we have that. We don't want to create a CME gap below us. I think right now we're about break even, so that actually might be an okay time to start pumping. I hope we won't really start ripping until 12 hours from now. The daily, interesting. We had a blood diamond short on there. Well, they had some foresight. That did play out. I mean, blood diamond short, didn't play out a whole lot, but we did drop down to 727 bucks. Zoom in on this money flow, see what we kind of got going on with momentum. Whereas momentum was curving up, get a trigger wave to the downside, which has been playing out. Money flow is slightly bent farther down. VWAP not looking super bullish on the 12 hour, but it's not saying it's, oh, I said 12 hour, I meant daily. It's not saying it's over yet, we are out of the woods yet, because, if we break down, we could break down to 8200, 82,000. 2 day, what do we got going the 2 day? Pressure going down, the VWAP, money flow pressure, string Stokes pressure. We still have momentum, still has not flipped a red dot, but there's a likelihood we could get a red dot. Now, I think the bottom's getting closer to being in if we do come down, because we've already came down right here pretty freaking hard. And then we got a double green dot. 3 day still looks fine. Nothing scary on the 3 day. So hopefully we get that pressure. Hopefully this 200 MA holds. If we break that 200, what likelihood of coming back down to 81,000 is in the cards with a high likelihood. The 5 day still looks good. The 5 day looks really good. Okay, so keep that in mind. The longer term outflows we're looking at, it looks really good. Money flows coming in, double green dot, momentum just started. We just got confirmed and just started. We have VWAP coming up, strength Stokes. Everything looks fine, man. Fine and dandy. The weekly, this is the one we really want that curvature, guys. We want that curvature. Actual price of Bitcoin is 90,100. Our average price is 89,629. So we are going to get slight momentum. Hopefully we can get a green dot here on the weekly and hold it, man, because that will start us an up rally probably later Santa rally-ish to early January. The 2 week, we want some more curvature to come in here. We really want to get I don't think we can get enough data to get the green dot, but if we can get enough to almost make a full-on trigger wave or half a trigger wave, that'll be really good. And the monthly, we're still bearish. There's nothing to tell me that we should be bullish with these humongous red candles that we got going on. Devious size saying down. We've gone over this every single day in the channel. Strength, Stokes, RSI, momentum, money flow, VWAP, all saying more downwards action is ahead of us. You know, maybe that more outplays to that 81,000 price target that we were just talking about. Maybe it gets invalidated on the weekly and 2 weekly. So we'll have to wait and see how that progresses. How much time do we have left? We have 4 minutes and 44 seconds left, guys. Is there any coins that you want us to take a peek at? Let me put a poll in the chat too. What are we going to put a poll on? We're going to say, let's say, is the bull run over? Question mark. Yes or no, guys? Maybe on this one, you might make a second one, see if it's still, if people still think it's attached. Oh, I forgot. That doesn't show up on my screen. I should take that like and subscribe off. Drive everybody nuts if I don't do that. Welcome to crypto news. You know, it's kind of out of whack today, so we're just going to charts TA. There's no T-square picks, but we'll throw that in there. What should we look at while we're waiting for this candle to kind of speed up? You guys want to take a look at total 3? Pressure to the downside on total 3. Coming down to the 50 MA. We haven't fully closed below the 21 either. The weekly dropped to the 21, just below the 50 currently. We do need some sign of curvature to the upside to hold so we can hold this pattern. 5-day, we got the doji candle with a trend reversal, so hopefully that can play out in the weekly. You know, I really would like to see the bull run being over. Or not bull run being over, but the this bear market sentiment retracement, you could call it, be over, because my bags are hurting, man, just like everybody else. We're bouncing off the 200, bounce. You know, 200 is holding strong. We got good double green dot right there. That's a good sign. 2-day. 2-day, we did break below the 200 just slightly. The 21 just slightly crossed below the 21 on the total 3. And on the daily, we're trying to break back up above the 21. Not bad signal. Momentum has been increasing. Hopefully get a trigger wave and bounce up to the upside. Man, we got 15 people in here, guys. If you haven't already, so please smash that like. Get us boosted in the algorithm. Help us get our good TA out there. Show everyone that could be part of the brew crew. The brew crew is everybody. Name one person that's never had a brew. Go ahead. Name it. Could be water, could be a Coke, could be a beer, could be wine, could be a little bit of whiskey. Everybody has to stay hydrated. Just a couple of dudes out on the internet looking at crypto. What's the Dixie doing? Have you guys looked at the Dixie lately? Dixie looking green. Are they having a fake up or fake down, man? Ooh, that 21 looks pretty nasty. I bet you that almost looks like a fake down. 21 looking funky, man. Funky. Still pressure to the downside. Pressure to the downside on the 5-day. You know, if the Dixie's turning red and Bitcoin's turning green, that's a pretty good sign. I'll take that sign all day, any day. How much time do we got left now? 1 minute, man. We're just going to sit here and hang out. We're going to sit here and hang out. And then we're going to check out the 2 week. Maybe we'll watch the 2 week. You guys want to watch the 2 week close? Yeah, why not? You know, we only get this twice a month. Got a minute left. Take a look at the poll. Did the poll not go through, or did it? What is going on over here on YouTube? Oh, there it is. It did go through. Is the bull market over? We got 1 vote so far, and no. What's up, Jolenberg? How you going to do? Are we going to create a CME gap? I think right now we won't create a CME gap. Where were we on Friday? We got 48 seconds left. I don't think we will really create a gap. I just don't think so. Oh, I'm on the 2 week. I gotta switch to the daily. Friday. No, Saturday, Friday. No, I don't think we're gonna create a gap. Go back over to Bitcoin. 2 week. Icon a sheet. Watch this data come on in. Man, I'm so excited. 20 seconds left, man. These candles take forever to get. I'm really interested in seeing if we can get a green dot here on the 2 week. Just come on, baby. Let's get the trigger wave. We need that. That could flip the monthly, set us up for an altcoin rally like we've never seen. Let's go. We got 5, 4, 3, 2. Bam. Let's go. What do we got? 5, 4. 5 saying we're going to get slightly bullish candle. 4 meaning that we can get a slightly reddish candle. Get them data. Did it come? Oh, is this the candle? Oh, that is the candle. What the hell? I must have blinked when it came through. I was like, where's the candle at? Not bad, man. It's losing some steam. That is losing some steam. Look at it, man. We're so close. Let's look at the weekly. Look at the weekly. Oh, we at the bottom of this downturn. Oh, so close. So close to getting that green dot. We're negative 63 to negative 64. I mean, come on, baby. We're so close to getting that dot. We need to be negative 62 to 63. We got that green dot. What's our DBSI saying? Excuse me. I have to scroll down a little bit so I can see these numbers. We went from a -3 to an 8 to 11. Wow, we are increasing in our bullish sentiment. And this is what the DBSI is saying. Wow, good for us, man. We needed this. So close. Money flow, VWAP starting to come up, man. So now you guys do know if we do get a reversal right here, it's a very important moment in this cycle because we come up to the 50, so 100,000 to 21,000. We make a low high. That's not a very good sign. It really isn't. We have to get some sort of. Let's draw some our thoughts out so you guys help see it on paper. So if we come up, we get a rejection, dude. We could come down more like this. Not a good thing. Not a good thing. Or what we could do too. No, paint pen, go away. Or what we could do is we could come down. We bounce off, come up to here or here. Doesn't really matter. We could come down and start doing this weird consolidation thing. We're kind of doing this, playing around, and we're making a little triangle inside. And then we could dump. Or, hypothetically, well, another thing we could do is we could come down, come up, come back down to here, and we'll match up, make a double bottom. And then there we could come up to maybe 102,000. Let's just say hypothetically, we're going to go higher. We're going to say shoot straight up, come down like this, doing this type pattern. And then you do this, and then you can dump like that. No, man, there's a lot of stuff that we can play out here. What do you guys see? Do you guys see what I see? Over here, we're going to go some different time frames. The 8 day, we get the 8 day in 3 days. 5 day, we just got and flipped green, which is a really good sign. I like that. 3 day, we don't get till tomorrow. We got to hold that 200, man. We got to hold that 200. What's up, Lagon Commission? How you doing, man? So did we close green? I haven't even made it to the daily yet. I'm still stoked on the weekly and 2 week. We got some good data on the 2 week, man. It's so close to ending. 2 day, we don't get today. We get that tomorrow. The daily, we did not close green. We closed red, just slightly. Here's today, red, but it did wick down far, but closed up high. So that's a good sign. Also, it looks like if you look at the momentum wave, we're a -4 to a -3. So if I'm zooming it in, guys, so you can see this a little bit. I'll try to show you. Now, if you're looking right here, we had a red dot trigger wave to the downside. But then if you're looking right here, we're about to get a green dot trigger wave to the upside. And not just that, we are currently above the 21, which is actually a pretty dang good sign. The fact that that trigger wave didn't take us lower, I'm feeling pretty good about that, to be honest with you, especially because Scroll. Stokes RSI low, curvature to the up, strength to the upside, and we're above the 21 currently. So that's nice. That is nice to see. In the 12 hour, it was green. We did close green in the 12 hour, almost about make the trigger wave through. We're -8 to a -8. We're so close to a point to a trigger wave to the upside. I can't stand it. We got curvature on the strength to the upside. Stokes doing the same thing. Money flow still gradually coming in, man. So let's go. Oh, interesting. On the 12 hour, we'll also butt up against the 21 and the 50. See that? How close they are? Literally, all three of them are touching right in this little spot. 4 hours, slowly trending above it. I like it, man. You know, momentum continuing. I wouldn't be surprised to see 94,000 by tomorrow morning. Ooh, interesting. Look at that. 1 hour. 1 hour closed green too, with potential closing green again. And it got above the 50 and the 21, and it's challenging the 100 or 200. Sorry. Pumping, we jacked off the 200, pumping up to the 21 and the 15 minute. Let's go. Bitcoin's happy, man. Look at that. Bitcoin is so happy. 5 minute closes above the 21 and the 200. We're coming back up, challenge the 50 day, making a higher low. And this pattern right here is usually a bear wave. This is what usually happens. We come down, we go up, boom, and we drop back down. That did not happen. The opposite is happening. You know, that's only a 30% chance of that happening playing out, and it is playing out to our favor. Who's a Prima Bull in this chat, man? Just shout out to all the Prima Bulls. I think this week will be wild with the FOMC, dude. I hope so too, man. I hope Jerome Powell talks about his replacement. Wouldn't that be great? Talks about his replacement. Hey guys, this is my new guy. He's promising fat rate cuts and everything else. I was talking about the weekly. The weekly did not close green, I don't believe. We're getting closer, though. We're getting much closer. Here's the weekly we got going on right now. I mean, you can almost say that was green. I mean, we're so close. I can't wait until next week, man. Next week's going to be good. And 2 weeks after that, it's going to be really slick because we got the monthly. Nope, we don't have the monthly. We got 2 week, and then we got the monthly. Okay. Well, next week's going to be 2 weeks from now will be really good. Next week's gonna be really good for the weekly. 2 weeks from now is gonna be really good for the weekly, and then we're gonna get a green down the monthly. And it's up for a good 2026. Before we jump on into the charts, guys, and read whatever you guys really want. I mean, check out Ethereum. I really like silver. Maybe we'll go over silver. Let's head on over to the news and see what we see. Somebody in the chat thinks the bull run's over, guys. 25% chance that they're saying the bull run is over, guys. You know, boost that poll up, guys. Show this person that they're wrong and that the market's still going. Come on over to Coin Tell the Truth. We are in Here's What Happened in Crypto Today segment. Wisdom Tree tokenized options income strategy. Asset manager Wisdom Tree has launched a tokenized fund that brings the complex options income strategy on-chain, underscoring the growing convergence between blockchain technology and traditional finance. The Wisdom Tree Equity Premium Income Digital Fund is designed to track the price and yield performance of Volos U.S. large cap target of 2.5% put wire index, a benchmark put writing strategy often used to generate income and hedge against market volatility. Will Peck, Wisdom Tree's head of digital assets, that's such an awesome name, Will Peck. Will Peck, the Wisdom Tree head of digital assets, said the new product gives investors additional flexibility to trade investment strategies on chain. With the launch of Wisdom Tree now operates 15 tokenized funds, including its widely used government money fund, which holds more than $730 million in assets. Look at the French, guys. The French are doing stuff too. There was no bull run. No, you're right. There was no bull run because the bull run's not over yet, though. A French banking giant BPCE to launch an in-crypto trading report. French banking heavyweight BPCE is preparing to introduce crypto trading to millions of retail customers, making it one of the first major traditional European banks to offer digital assets. According to the report from the Big Whale, the group will allow users to buy and sell Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, USDC, that's interesting that they don't use Tether, directly inside of its Banque Populaire and Casi Emperini mobile app starting Monday. The initial rollout will cover clients of 4 regional banks, including Banque Populaire de France, Caisse Province, reaching roughly 2 million customers. BPCE plans to extend the service gradually across the remaining 25 regional entities through 2026, ultimately making crypto trading available to its full 12 million strong retail base. A bank insider reportedly told the Big Whale the phase approach is intended to monitor how the service performs in such a scaling before scaling. Raphael Blanc, exclusively the Big Whale BPCE now lets customers buy crypto starting Monday. The French bank's customers will be, how is this like inside if he's just openly saying that? Starting that Monday, the French bank's customers will allow purchase of both ETH, SOL, USDC, BTC. Well, that'd be big news. I mean, if we're talking about Monday pump, that's the likelihood of doing it. Group BPCE, one of the group's leading banks, is rolling out of the services in the first phase, targeting clients of 4 regional entities of the Group 29, representing roughly 2 million customers out of after more than 12 million total. Among the entities, we talked about those banks. I prefer not to say the names again because that was a mouthful. Bitcoin poised for a yearly rally of Coinbase Institutional. That's actually very likely, to be honest with you. I mean, we just looked at the Dixie, we looked at Bitcoin, we looked at Total 3. The likelihood of us having a rally at the end of the year is pretty significant. Coinbase Institutional forecasts a strong year-end rally for Bitcoin and the broader cryptocurrency market, driven by growing global M2 supply and U.S. Federal Reserve rate cuts. We think crypto could be poised for December recovery as liquidity improves. Fed cut odds jump to 92% as of December 4th. Macro tailwinds build. Coinbase Institutional wrote in a recent report, the firm previously predicted Bitcoin October weakness based on money supply dynamics and now expects December reversal to follow. A year-end rally would align with broader market patterns. A seasonality often contributes to a so-called Santa Claus rally, which asset prices tend to rise during the holiday period. Also, I think it just looks like it. I think we're in a different cycle. I think this downtrend that we're having is part of a broader uptrend. Like, I think the cycles did change. I don't think we're in the traditional 4-year cycle. I think everything that Trump did with the maturity of the markets takes effect, and it will take a little bit of time to play out. But I think it all at the end of the game or end of the day, or however you want to say it, the markets have changed. The 4-year cycles are no longer intact. I think if you want to say they were, we would be in a Moonbember right now, and everything would be roaring because that's how the traditional 4-year cycles have been. Let's head on over to CoinGlass. Take a peek at it. CoinGlass. Let's look at data. We're going to BTC returns. So we're going to head on over to BTC's returns. Here we are right now. We're up slightly for the month, but I mean, Moonbember was down 19%. I mean, that's terrible. And October was 3%. Look at we're traditional up so many Octobers. This is very abnormal. It's our 3rd worst one we've ever had. Especially with an average performance of 19% or 20. Let's say 20% because that should be just 20. And then we come on over to Moonbember. Moonbember is an average return of 41%. That's granted, 2013 did some crazy numbers, kind of obscured that a little bit, but still, I mean, we should have had a better November. Negative 17%, negative 17.67%. That is our 2nd worst November we have ever had in Bitcoin's history. Okay, you're gonna tell me in the middle of the bull run from the traditional 4-year cycle we should have gone parabolic right now? We didn't. It's because the cycles are changing and maturing. That's what this is saying. I'm just telling you what the data is telling us, and we're reiterating it. We're referring to it. We're telling you guys that. Oh no, we better hope not. It's just got started. Oh, we are all screwed. Another hey, what's up, Dina? How you doing, my friend? How was your weekend? Wow. Since we looked, we were at 25% people said bull run over. Now it's 50-50. 50% of the people in here think the bull run's over, and 50% say it's not. Oh no! 57% of you guys think the bull run's over. Can you believe that? Wow. This is nuts, man. I can't believe it that most of you guys think that. Insanity. Absolute insanity. I think it's just getting started, baby. Where are we at, man? Okay, so we talked about the data. What's going to head on over to? We don't even have to look at the ETFs, but tomorrow we will look at the ETFs, guys. We're going to cover Bitcoin's ETFs, Ethereum's ETFs, and Solana's ETFs, and XRP. And check it out, guys. XRP has not had an outflow. They have not had an outflow in US dollars. They've taken in 780 million. 780 million. That's a decent amount of money. Let's take a look at Solana in dollars. You know, Solana has also taken in a total of 217 million, which is interesting that, you know, XRP is outperforming it in dollars. Just saying. Who have sold 21 shares has sold 34, 32, 1.5, and 41 million. So only person that's sold so far is 21 shares. What do they think that no one else thinks? Fidelity doesn't think that. VanEck doesn't think that. Grayscale is still buying, and Bitwise is loading up on some SOL. It's really interesting seeing Grayscale. They're buying these little bit amounts, 1.5, which a little bit to me and a little bit to you is a little different, right? I voted for over so I can get cheaper prices. Hey, you can't do that. You're supposed to vote what you really believe. 1.5, 1.6, 6.3, 1.8, 4.3. You know, it's really interesting. Grayscale, I'm like, do they really believe in the Solana ETF, or they're just shooting the shit and just buying little fishy amounts compared to other people? It's so interesting. Check out the biggest gainers today, then we could head on over to maybe what do you guys want to head over to? You want to head over to liquidation heat map? Look at Franklin, guys. This meme coin's down 57% in one day. Luna was up so much yesterday too. Now it's down 24% on the 24-hour period, guys. This is why meme coins are dangerous, which I'm not saying Luna is, but man, that painful, man. Even Luna Classic right there down 20%. I still don't even know why it pumped yesterday. Biggest gainers today are this coin. I have no idea what this is. FHE. Has anybody ever heard of FHE? Hey, what's up, guys? Joe from Trade Intuition's in here. If you want to head on over to his channel and like and subscribe to Joe, he puts out content every single day. He does it in the morning. We do it in the evening. So you can watch us both every single day. He puts out good content. He tells you exactly how he feels in the market. And those are the type of people you should look for, because you know, when you find people who just want to tell you exactly what you want to hear, it's not usually the best people to get the best forecast out in the market. You know, you want people to have a very unbiased opinion, and just do it because we love you guys. You know, my mic's a little, camera's a little cockeyed camera. What else do we got going for us? So I don't know what this is. Pi verse, don't know. I don't know what any of these are, to be honest with you. I do know what XCN is. That's up 10.5%. And no bear, we've seen that a while. Ultima, we've seen that been popping up, some type of gaming thing. It's $55,000 per coin. I think there's only 10,000 of them. Kabuto, we've been following this Pokemon meme, up 6% today, coming from a nasty downtrend of like 50% or 60%. Giga's up 3.2%. Mantle is up 2.6%. Dude, these are not all very big winners. These are the top 50 biggest winners of the day, and they are blown. Those are terrible wins. It's only 2% on a day. Even 10x leverage, you're only up 20%. Ugh. Just terrible, man. What do we got going for us? So we got FTT down 10%. They had a weird odd pump yesterday too. I was nervous about that pump. I'm trying to see. We recognize these other losers. We recognize Ponky. A lot of the memes have been down. There's Bob. Nickelodeon. Another meme coin 4. I've seen this before. I don't remember what it is. Moon Dang down 15%. I was talking to my wife and why it pumped up like 300% in like 15 minutes. My wife was telling me, because she loves the meme coin sector, like she's a diehard meme coin gal, and she said that Moon Dang died yesterday, and that's what caused the price to go up. I'm not sure. I've not heard the story or anything. That's just coming from her. You know, you gotta fact check her, man. I fact check my wife on everything. I'm like, are you sure? Are you really sure? Show me the proof, honey. I don't know if I believe this. 6.7 down. Another 16.87%. And there's Lunar Classic. Here's Pippin. Pippin was a call for the longs like last week, and you would have played those out in our BitFi link. You would have been crushing them gains. All right, so let's take a look at the liquidation heat map, and then we're going to use some of those coins that we just looked over there, and we're going to pull them up on the screen, because why the hell not, guys? Why the hell not? Pull up the liquidation heat map. 24 hours. Wow, look at the liquidity. We literally sucked everything out from above us and below. It was a little bit of pot right here at 88,777. Very small amount right there. We have to check out longer time frame. Let's go to the 3-day. What's the 3-day telling us? Oh man, we did take out a lot of that liquidity. Holy cow. Not this morning. That was this morning. Boom, we came down, took out that liquidity out, reversed up, came back up, took out this liquidity over here in these pockets. We were talking about this last night, guys. I said, hey, be wary, man. Who the heck is massive longing right now? Guys, stop trading leverage. You're forcing us to go down. You're the reason why we go down. Interesting. Check out bigger time frame of the week. I want to forecast. I want to see what's happening this week. Wow, we got a fat stack of liquidity above us, man. We have a little divot right there, you know, where we're just looking at. There's also a little bit of a divot right here. Wow, what are the odds of that? Leverage is 43.04 million. And then you go up to this little divot, it's 43.04 million. That's crazy. What are the odds of that? A lot of liquidity, man, around 94,000. If we break that up, man, that's a higher high too, which is really good. We've been saying that we've seen 96K as one of the price targets that we could squeeze to. What do you guys think? You guys bullish or bearish? Oh, nice. Now we're back to 50-50 in the poll. 50% of you guys still think the market's over. Minus D, not you. Interesting. Liquidation map. What do we got going for us? Man, $25 million worth of shorts on leverage right now. That's interesting. A lot of 400 million worth of longs on leverage right now. Or did I read that backwards? These are longs. These are shorts. I might have read that backwards. 10x leverage. Look at over here. Somebody has $6.2 million on 100x leverage at 90K on a short. That is wild. I don't know how much money you have to do to keep yourself afloat on 100x. Even over here, check out this one. This person has 100x leverage, just $14.47 million on 100x leverage. Like, who is doing this? That's wild. Fill in the blank, Joe says. I think fill in the blank coins is at the bottom. Blank coins look like this at the bottom. This has really been an eye-opener for BTC for the win. It's very true. Fill in the blank is not a coin, but every coin looks so bad, dude. Every coin does look so bad, Joe. I couldn't agree with you more. Though I think dude, I'm telling you, Joe, I think that we are at a local bottom, and I don't think we're in the 4-year cycle anymore. I think there's enough data out there to suggest the more of a likelihood of the cycles have evolved and have matured to another beyond the 4-year cycle is very possible. I couldn't tell you where the top is currently, but I do think that we're in a local bottom, and I would expect a pump. You guys expect a pump? I'm expecting a pump, man. We would love it. Wow, 400 milli shorts on the 1 day. Check out the 7-day. Woo! Look at them shorts, guys. Almost 2 billion. 1.86 in the last 7 days. It's really interesting. The October 10th liquidation, that was 20 billion. 20 billion people got liquidated that day. That's wild. Holy cow! A lot of shorts, man. The market makers want to liquidate those shorts, guys. Be extra cautious trading with leverage. These people who are 100x and 50x, I don't know if I can tell you guys not to trade with leverage just because you guys are going to trade with the leverage no matter what. So we're going to head on over to the charts. Once I finish covering my favorite segment, guys, That is trading. BitFi is our exchange partner of choice. If you use our link, you save 20% in your trading fees, and you get no KYC and there's no VPN. Right now, they aren't currently offering any bonuses because too many people wash trading. Just kidding. But the event of the week is volume. So if you trade 1 million with a volume, you get a Razor equivalent of $129 into your futures account. Up to 5 million, you get a Razor gaming chair worth $330. Trading volume of 20 million, get a Razor Raptor 27, which is equivalent of $800. Get a Razor Blade 16. With 50 million, you get $2,500 bonus. And if you do a trading volume of 100 million, you get an ultimate desktop with $10,000. Guys, if you do, I shouldn't say any of these, but if you do 100 million, 50 million, even 20 million, hit us up, man. Like DM us, because we might be able to get you an exceptional deal on your trading fees because you're a higher volume issuer. And if I can help you out, man, I would totally love to do that. You know, the goal for us all is to win and play to win and help each other get there, you know, and that's just how we are on this channel. But if you guys are interested in trading this with BitFi and you want the trading bonus, we do offer another one with another exchange. You're going to have to give me a second to scroll through it because it's not pinned. So we're going to scroll through some of our posts and tweets. If you haven't already on X, please like and share our post. Here it is. All right, cool. I found it. So we got another bonus in the description for BTCC. And the first time deposit, you can get up to 10% of your trading volume, no KYC, no VPN. You save 20% using our link. So check that out. Check it out over there if you're interested in a first time deposit bonus. But anyways, guys, let's jump into the charts. Or should you look at some BitFi signals? Now let's jump into the charts. We'll go to the signals later. What? 54%? You guys think the bull run is over? Oh my freaking goodness, guys. There's just no way. No effing way. Hey, did any of you guys watch the UFC fights yesterday? What'd you think? Tell me what your thoughts were. I was watching them. Oh, I should have put a post in the Discord. Where are we at? D not you. What's up, Calvin? How you doing? This greed is real. No wonder retail hasn't even brought back into for reals. Everything is so bad. I decided to trade some of my ADA again for more Cardano projects that are good. Absolutely. Got me a bunch of WMTX, EMP, Sunday. Is that you talking about Sunday swap? The stuff, Wing, Mill, and some Fact Day are all in the flood, dude, or floor. Floor, dude, they're all flooded on the floor right now, 100%. What's Fear and Greed at? Then we'll jump into it. What's Fear and Greed? Fear is 22%. Yesterday was 22%. Last week was 20. Last month was 25. So we're kind of an iffy. When extreme fear, or extreme fear is below 10. Oof. Our extreme greed was 83. Goodness gracious. That's crazy too. We were super mega bullish over here and we came back down. That's crazy. We were up over here at, all right, this is 2024. Okay. I want this 1 year ago. This doesn't make sense to me. 123, we're in extreme greed. Man, that would have been a good time to sell. And it would have been a good time to buy at 85, which is crazy that 85 was extreme greed, especially you go back over here, you're extreme. Oh, interesting. Is 85 still over here? Huh. Interesting. You know, sometimes you go over so much stuff, you forget some of the data that you go over with, and you're like, that makes a lot of sense. Hey, you know what? We're all saying too, extreme fear and fear is the best times to buy. All right, let's go over to trading. Trading. Even the bubbles are boring, guys. What's up, Crypto Mind? How you doing, man? Bitcoin daily bullish invalidation? No. I think we're still attached. And the reason why I think that we're above the 21, we actually closed up, and now we're in the new candle with the green. We went from a -5 to a 6, which is a really good sign for us too. You know, I didn't look at the weekly divvy. I forgot to check for that. No, Bitcoin's looking pretty good, actually. I believe so. 2 days still iffy. 3 day still shows momentum to the upside, even though we wicked down to 200. We didn't break below it. The 5 day was super bullish. Momentum just started. VWAP just started. Strength just started. Stokes doing good. We went from a 20 to a 19, so you got to keep that in mind. But we do have a doji candle, which is a trend reversal of the previous downtrend. So we shall see. What's up, Dream Tanks TV? How you doing, man? I haven't seen you in a hot minute. More pain incoming to the downside. You think so? It's possible. You know, I was super bearish for the longest time since like October. I've been bearish, but now I'm starting to do a little bit of flipperoonie. I want to see if the divvy's here. You guys want to take a look at Doge? We got Dream Tanks in here. We got a Doge icon. Should we take a look at Dogecoin? In fact, I would make the argument that this bull div actually is confirmed now. I mean, that's bullish div on the weekly. The 2 weeks looking pretty fire too. I'm gonna get rid of those the lines. We're getting really close to getting that trigger wave, but it hasn't fully flipped yet, which is why 2 weeks from now is gonna be super important. But I think we're gearing up, man. The end of this month could be really exciting entering into the new year. Yeah, weekly hiking the sheet candles is bearish, so more downside coming. You think the weekly is bearish? I disagree. I think look at the wicks. Boom, boom. We're actually gaining. We went from a -5, -4 to a 5, showing that the bulls are gaining strength. We're respecting the 50 MA. I don't know. Now, in your opinion, you could be right because we could do this. Given Dream Tanks a perspective, we could. Oh, this is the 2 week. We could do this. We could come down, bounce up, come to the 50 or even the 21 and bounce off. We could also create a double bottom right here, or we can actually go lower, do the price target about 65,000. Then that's totally believable too. And then we could also come up too, which I'm game for something like this too. There's your head and shoulders, boom. That's possible. I'm not saying that I know all be all, but I'm saying that I think the likelihood of us actually making a move to the upside at the end of this month is more likely. Yeah, dude. BTC will dead cat bounce to 107 and bear market. That's possible. I mean, I just pointed that out too on the charts. We could 100% do that. Which we move this, we come back down, we come up, boom. There's a lower high. We come down, boom. Bear market. Terrible term. We come up. We're like, yes, it's back. I'll come up to 90K. We're dead. We're dead. Back up to 56K. Now we're like this, bing, 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 trying to do our thing, and then we can totally restart. He's right. That is a possibility. That's what I'm saying. I think we got a pump coming at the beginning of the year, and it's a very important pump. And we've gone over a couple of different scenarios. I mean, we could pump up, come up, dead cat bounce, come down, create a double bottom. We could come up, trade sideways. We could do this type action, get really tight, or we could also do come down. We can bear flag actually and do this, and we can also from this pattern. We can break down, but it's also possible that this pattern only breaks down 68% of the time, and maybe we break up. I mean, that's also a possibility too. So we will have to wait and see. But if we start making this zigzagging pattern, I'm not gonna lie, I will probably be crapping my pants because that's not gonna be the greatest. That's not gonna make me feel overly great. Let's be real, okay? If that happens, the likelihood of a bear market goes exponentially up. But we're in so much fear right now. It's hard to say, well, we're at the bottom of the fear market. We're 22. We're at 10 last week or whatever it was. That's the start of the bear market. That just doesn't seem right. How can we have a bear market without alt season happening first? I mean, markets tend to rhyme. They don't always have to rhyme, I guess, banana. But if we don't have an alt season, it's just time to buy more. Guys, we got 23 people watching here on YouTube. YouTube's a hard grind. We would love to grow the channel. Oh, I see. We got a new sub over here. 659 coming on in. Thank you so much for subbing to the channel, guys. If we get 660 in here, I would be static, man. Absolutely static. So please come on in if you haven't already. Let's head on over to the Dogecoin. Dogecoin. Joe, we should have you back on the channel, man. It's been a minute, man. I should just talk to you, see how you're doing. You're interested in coming on Wednesday? You want to come on Wednesday? Hit us up. Let me hit you up. I gotta find some Dogecoin. Guys, put a +1 in the chat if you want to see Joe come on the channel. Dogecoin, here it is. Nope, that wasn't it. What the hell is this dogging me? Whoops. That's not it. I'm gonna put a +1. I'm putting a +1 because I want Joe to come on the channel. Just a little old-fashioned peer pressure him. There we go. +1. There we go. Hey, we got Dream Tank's got +1, Joe. We got votes for you coming on the show. Votes are coming on in. All right. What's Dogecoin? Paint pen. Couple mistakes going on. Paint pen, gotta go. Now let's take a look at the 1 hour. Boom, 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 boom. Look at that little nice wick up. So nice wick to the downside. Interesting. We didn't even make up to the 200 before we fell below. Fell below the 21, came back up, rejected, closing. Eefy. You know what I'm seeing when I'm looking at this? This is a little bit of a danger zone. And why am I seeing danger zone? Because we should have came back up. We're actually dumping right now as I'm talking. I really wanted to see a green dot trigger wave, anchor trigger wave coming on in. The money flow has been doing good. Strength, Stokes are coming up. Actually, is that are we dumping or pumping? Oh, we are pumping. Okay, I said that backwards. Misread my candle. I was going to say money flow is looking good. Strength, Stokes, curvature to the upside. Strength, curvature to the upside. That's actually kind of an interesting, like elbow, like I don't know, like crease. It's not smooth. We got like smooth bend up, or like a gradual grind up. That's a pretty heavy push. Now it's coming up to the 21 and the 50, which is going to be a really strong resistance. So if we could break through it, the likelihood of us coming back up to where we previously made it to actually the 200 is very high. Anchor trigger wave, money flow looking good. Strength, Stokes coming in on the 1 hour look pretty good. 4 hour, it wants to be bearish. Rejection off the 21, rejection off the 21. Guys, if you do come up to the 200, is that where the 200's at right now in the 1 hour? That's 14,344. No, that's like the 50. Oh, we could break up above the 21, head over to the 50, and get rejected off the 50. This does look like a little bit of a peak right here on the money flow. Where's my paint pen? Money flow right here does look like that was the peak, and we have momentum gradually coming up. We have to be a little wary of this red dot, but if that red dot plays, that's good. Negative sign, the VWAP, and the strength, that was kind of a bad circle, but do what I mean, not what I say. Strength and Stokes are bending to the downside, red dot. Man, if you look at these last 4 hours, dude, this wick down, the wick up, wick down, dude, that's market makers, dude. They're being pretty savages out there to the traders. To them traders. Let's see what the 4 hour. 1 hour looks good. 4 hour looks bad. 12 hour. I don't know, guys. How do you feel? Do you think we're gonna wick down, make it lower low, or a double bottom? I don't know, man. You my honest opinion. I want to say bullish. We haven't made that curvature yet on the 12 hour. We're close. Rick, I don't really know. To be honest with you, I'm gonna be real. Like I'm not 100% sure. VWAP is increasing, but money flow is decreasing. Stokes RSI saying that we got the gas. Strength kind of plateau, kind of being like limp dicking it, but like, what are we doing? I'm chilling right here. What are we doing? This DBSI saying another red candle. It doesn't look like it's going to pump up into Monday. Where's it at? I see the daily. Where's our resistance lines at? I guess it's possible for us to break down to 12.36. If we break down, that's where the likelihood I think we'll probably go. I don't think it'll be a terrible drop. Like I was saying, I think we've had so much fear that the bottom is close to being in. And the momentum has been there's such a thick wave to the downside. I feel like it wants to reverse here pretty soon. I mean, look at the red money flow. I mean, that's so thick. Oh my goodness, that is nasty money flow. Yeah, the 2-day wants to go down more. 3-day hasn't decided. 5-day is the best bet. Okay, so I'm going to say we'll probably have a bearish couple days. How's that? And then I think after the end of next week, we might start doing a little bit of a reversal on Dogecoin. Or at least maybe come back up to the 200 MA, which is about 15 cents. There we go. Hey, what's up, World Free Speech? How you doing, man? XRP for the win, dude. You got it, bro. Here's my hat, dude. Rocking my XRP hat. Guys, should we take a look at XRP? Yes, we shall. Let's go over to XRP. Shout out to the XRP community. Wow, look at this bull run over. No, 58% saying no now, man. Everybody else in the chat for the first half of the show was saying the bull run's over. Now more people are coming on in saying it's not. You want to see what the weekly looks? Okay, we'll go to the weekly. Weekly looks good. You look at it. It's touching the 200. It's touching the 200. I think that's a pretty damn good sign. Now, if we fall below it, your Dogecoin's SOL, and when a bear market, everything is going to fall below it. How's that? But if it holds this line, that's a strong signal that we're doing pretty good. We don't got bullish divergence, but we do got almost a fat double green dot probably coming on in. The 2 week, it's still leg. I'll say the 2 week has another two candles left till we get flip bullish. So 2 candles on the weekly, you get one green, maybe get the green dot next week, and then we get confirmation on that green dot, and then that will flip the 2 week will start looking pretty damn good. There you go. There you go, man. Monthly. Thick to the downside. Yes, we shall wait and see. Though we went from 16 to 11, showing that the bulls are picking up strength on the market cipher. All right, let's come on over to XRP. No, the monthly chart's so negative towards everything. It's absolutely like nastiest looking chart ever. It really is. That's why I said we're going low. I don't know if we will, though. I don't know if we will. I mean, having 2 red candles might just be sideways action. You know, we could say 14.2 and then 14. You know, it doesn't mean it's over. It does not mean it's over. Guys, we'll jump it on into XRP. Hey, anybody out there part of the XRP army, put a 1 in the plus one in the chat. Boom. We're doing it too. Okay, monthly still looks pretty nasty. You know, 3 red candles to the downside. Pretty nasty looking. Ain't gonna lie, especially because how high we pumped and how quick we did it. We did come up to the 21. It's good that we're getting ejected off that. Jump into the 2 week. The 2 week, we're damn near so close to that green dot trigger wave. Look at the money flow. It has just barely not gone in the red. Strength Stokes RSI have been coming down. We fell below the 21. It's looking at the 167 cent level with the 50-day, but every single week it's getting a little bit higher, a little higher, a little higher. So hopefully we can pull it up just with the 200 at. Where is the 200 XRP? I know it has to be in here someplace. It's right there on the weekly. I don't know why I couldn't say the 2 week. 200's way below us. Wow. I mean, look at that. We did blow up through it. We've just been ripping up since then. That was definitely a high, came back down, made the lower high, you started the downtrend. On the weekly, ooh, look at the weekly though. Negative 53 to negative 55. We didn't make it into the negative 60s, and we're so close to that green dot. VWAP coming up, money flow is just a tick right there. It's just barely in. We went from a 609, so it's projecting out a negative red week next week. 5-day, we got the double green dot saying that was the peak of our fear. It wants to pump up. Now we have to be careful because I do think we're going to pump. Question is, how high are we going to pump? I'm a little nervous, man. The 21's about to cross the 50. That is a scary number. I mean, I could totally see us pump up to $2.50 and eject off it, and then we can make a lower downtrend. Now I'm be like, oh, shit. I mean, we could be going to a downtrend till July, but I still think 2026 is going to be a very strong year for crypto. It just means, well, shit, we're going to have more downside before we get more upside. Do alts give a sign if we're in a bear market? STX went to almost $4 last year, and now it's $1.29. Can you check it out, please? STX, yeah, we can totally we'll look at STX next. Yeah. Do alts give a bear sign that we're in a bear market, or the fact that we're at a bottom of a bear market? I mean, I would say this. You know, I'll show you what Market Cipher has. You know, maybe Market Cipher answers that. We'll be able to answer that for you. So XRP, we do have double green dots. The 5-day showing some sort of momentum that wants to come in. We can eject it off the 100 right now. Hopefully we can hold it. 3-day, we had pressure. We went in. We made another red dot. It could be more action to the downside. We could come back down to $1.80. We eject off the 200. We ejected off once right over there. We ejected off again right here on the 3-day. 2-day, we did fall below the 200. The 21 just fell below the 200, not super strong signals, but it did do it gradually, just fell right through. Come over the daily, we fell below, bounced off the 200, came back down, came back up, bounced off the 200, came back down, came back up, bounced off the 200, even harder, came down. Now we rejected off the 21, so that's kind of not a great sign. That's not a great sign. Absolutely. Taiju. Your little avatar makes me think of like a knight or something like from Pacific Rim. Did you ever watch that movie? We'll come over to the 12-hour. Extended up. 12-hour and XRP. It really wants that green dot. The fact that we didn't get it right here shows that there is a little bit of weakness to the upside. Okay, there is a little bit of weakness. Money outflows thick. VWAP just barely -3. Didn't break above. That's probably why we got a little bit of weakness. Stokes and RSI are low. It does have the gas get there. Now we just have to kind of wait for more macro conditions to kind of play out. Other things like Bitcoin and Ethereum start really moving. You know, when Ethereum starts moving, all the alts start playing along with it. Big money, you know, goes from Bitcoin to Ethereum to the altcoins to like really goes to like the top 10. Sometimes it goes in the meme coins, then it goes to top 10 and kind of so on and so forth. Stokes, RSI kind of just chilling. We got a little bit of strength. I don't know now. I think more sideways action on the 1 hour. VWAP's coming up. Money flows kind of okay. Strength Stokes RSI, but we haven't confirmed another green dot. We have momentum to the downside. Actually, you know what's really interesting looking at this on the 1 hour? I just saw this. So we had this giant pump that we got rejected off the 200 with. That would have been the first warning sign that we're probably entering a downtrend on the 1 hour. So the second warning sign is, oh my gosh, you're killing me, Smalls. Then we get bearish divergence right on this tip right here. And then you get the third warning sign, you get the red dot. And by this point, you have the strength and Stokes RSI are reversed, full on reverse. Look at that. They're like umbrella-ing straight down. Tip, come down, tip, come down. Doji candle, trend reversal of the previous uptrend. We're coming down to the downside. There was a lot of signals in that 1 hour that actually showed significant volume coming in, pressuring us to the downside. So that could have been a very good sign of a forecast. Yeah, Pacific Rim, awesome movie, but it's actually a Celsa from Final Fantasy IV, Final Fantasy II in the US SNES console. Dude, Final Fantasy is lit game, man. I played a couple of them. I think Final Fantasy 15 I played on the Xbox, and dude, I still remember it, man. You might laugh. I was working at Costco at the time, and I got into Amway way back in the day, and I was supposed to be studying for like some Amway thing, and I was playing Final Fantasy 15. I just had this vivid memory of getting into the car and driving around. I was like, dude, I felt like a badass back then. Let's take a look at STX. STX, that's Stacks. Just refresh my memory a little bit. STX makes me think of Stacks. Yeah, it is Stacks. Interesting. I don't actually have Stacks on here. I used to. Let's pull a Stacks on Mexi. I like to try to keep everything on Mexi. I started one day. I have no preference why I chose Mexi. I just started and I try to keep all the data on one exchange. Besides Bitstamp, I use Bitstamp. I do have Stacks. Why did it not pull up? Which one is this? This is Stacks on. Oh, I don't like OKX. Icky one. We're going to go to Mexi. I don't like using OKX for data pulling. It just kind of gets all wackadoo. Wackadoo. All right, let's take a look at Stacks. So now, you know, I might not be able to reference this as well on the monthly. Maybe I'll show you a different way. But let's take a look at it on the monthly. Fuck. I mean, sorry for swearing, guys. Like I said, this channel is not recommended for children. I am a garbage man during the day, and we swear like sailors. So sometimes it comes out. So you just have to live with it sometimes. Oh, dude. I remember DZ was talking about this on Hit Network, and he was loving these pumps. What if he ever sold if he just wrote it down too with everybody? It is an all-time low. Oh my goodness. If I was going to say anything, this could be a bottom of a bear market for Stacks. Momentum wants to get a green dot. I mean, it's so close. It's very close. Look at the curvature. Negative 62 to negative 61. And this gets slightly above it over here on the side to a negative 61.10. We confirm we get that green dot, which would be showing some sort of pump to the upside. This green dot was a little bit lower than this one. We got three 3 green weeks in a row. What's it? 2-week candle. We got 6 weeks of goodness. Right here, we got a second green dot right here. Got confirmed, and we got another. It lasted until we got this red dot, which is probably break even. And we've been in a downtrend for, you could say, you could have shorted it. Now the weekly, we coming on over. There was some manipulation coming on the weekly, which is generally not a good sign. You see this fat yellow X right here, means there was some sort of high volume. Crypto Face used the term big blue, extra blue, bluey whales of the whales of the ocean. You're talking about sperm whales, not orcas here, that were playing around dumping stacks. Now we went 12, 13, 14 is trying to break up right now. If we get a second yellow X, there'll still be some more downwards pressure, but the second yellow X is weaker than the first one. No wonder I like you. One of my old best buddies used to work at the dumpster fields. We love going out for treasure hunting. Dude, I used treasure hunt for a living. I still treasure hunt. Why do you guys think I find cool shit? How do you think I get it, man? When I was a teenager, like 18, 19, my dad used to be a garbage man. He actually still is. And he was like, hey, go here to this play again sports and go here to this sports place and head on over here to check out their dumpsters, guys. And we used to go dumpster finding all the time, dude. It was a blast, man. We had so much fun. That chart looks ugly, but Binance chart shows that it went to last bear market support. Well, I think it looks pretty good. Like, it does look ugly, but it also looks like a bottom. There's a reason why you chose Hike and a She over regular candles. Yes, there is coin operated. I chose Hike and a She, one, because that's what was designed for a market cipher. 2, I had to struggle when I first started trading with regular candles, and then when I went to Hike and a She, it helped me actually be able to see the patterns within the regular candles as well. And now I just choose them over them but I'm still able to play around with them. I can go in between regular candles and Hike and a She, but I see the regular candles almost inside the Hike and a She. I see the patterns as they're breaking up, but sometimes you want that more live data. The regular candles are more preferred. I use regular candles when I actual trade, but no, that's totally cool. Guys, we're still looking for that 666 subscriber. We're one person away. If you want to join the Brew Crew, the most hydrated crypto community out on the interweb, please subscribe to the channel. Hike and a She candles for the win, dude. For reals though, they were a lifesaver when I was first learning how to trade. So the weekly, we have double green Bitboy green dots, which is generally a good sign. So if we actually had this one, we should have started our reversal right here on this candle. And we get the yellow X, which is the manipulation, which I showed you, which we got it right here, and then it played out. Boom, 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 boom. So we get the second green dot saying that was marked to the bottom. Momentum's actually trying to tick up. Money flow is still outflowing, but if we really zoom out the Hike and a She, so you guys can see it, we actually have the VWAP coming up. Stokes RSI got the gas strength kind of iffy, but when you zoom out and back down, they get flat. They're pretty flat. So they were pretty nasty looking when I was hyper zoomed in. But when I zoom out, it's like as low as it can get, and it wants to start that reversal, which is a really good sign to see. I think this is a good buy. Now, if you were buying it way up over here, I'm like, I don't really know how high it's going to go from here, but it can keep going up. Now, I'm thinking straight down trend. So hang on, let's zoom out. So look at stacks. Now, people love buying the green. So you're buying up this, you're like, yes, I'm buying a coin, it's pumping to the world, guys. And then we knew down here, if you flip this chart upside down and you go like this, boop, I'm saying you're buying this chart like this, the likelihood of us coming back down, and look, I can just see it right now. It's in a freaking flag, dude. This could go break down, no problems, which would actually be breaking up. You know, you could totally see it, boop, boop. Actually, technically, this could be a bull. This could be a bull flag and it could break up. But I think the likelihood of us going into the negatives is what CryptoFace says is, or not CryptoFace, Crypto Lifer says we don't go negatives. Okay. So the likelihood of this being the bottom and going the opposite direction is far more likely, and which is what my point is too. I'm thinking I can see this range being our next range of support all H. Hey, why did it not go in there? Whoops, I said something else. Yeah, I just hit another prompt. Guys, I have things popping up on all my screens right now because I hit the wrong button. Boom. I would say that is the likelihood of where we're going to price target and go. It looks a lot more likely to come right here. just became coin operator. Just sub, brother. Thank you so much, good sir, man. We always try the hard grind, dude, and I appreciate you becoming the 666 subscriber. I don't know if you know how to use Discord, but if you hit us up on X, we can get you access for free to our Discord. We do charge premium in there to keep the bots out. I think it's like $2, $2.99 for the basic, and then also $2.99. But we all have we have $9.99 one. But we also have bid price signals in there if you are interested in that trade. Interesting take. Thank you. Life has said 74K incoming. Did he really? Well, that's interesting. I almost want to go back over and take a look at it. Rod Chucker Fishing and Cooking, dude. I love the name, man. I have a friend of mine. His name's Flying Fish with Gus, and he has his YouTube channel. He's doing pretty good. Oh wow, guys, thank you so much. I see that we actually jumped up to 662 subs, so that means we got our 660, 61, 60, 62. So I just want to give a clap to you guys. I'm assuming Coin Operator was one. I bet you Rod Chucker was one. I think I saw somebody else earlier that joined in. Tates you. Hope I said that right. Was also probably a new sub to our channel. So thank you so much, guys, for the support. Everybody knows how YouTube is. It's not the most forgiving when you first start at a channel. You're like, I'm talking to myself. This is great. I'm just rambling to the sky and the camera. I'm just looking at myself, hoping that people are going to jump on in. The fact that you guys are in here, it makes it so much fun to be part of the YouTube team. That's cool. I love fishing, and fish is delicious. Absolutely. You know, it's funny with Fish and Fly with Gus. So I used to know this guy, and he literally quit everything he did, lived off his savings, bought like a POS van, and he just learned how to fly fish, man. He was going through some personal stuff in his life, and he just fly fish, and he just started filming. I also have another friend of mine, his Eric Harmon. He changed his YouTube name. He used to explore abandoned places. Now he does a lot of haunted stuff. He has like 100,000 subscribers, and he was like motivated by this guy to start his journey. And so he started his fishing journey, dude. And next thing I knew, he has partners, and his life's doing a lot better. But he like 2 years probably lived out of his van, bro, just fishing. Yeah, it came from JJ today. Hey, thanks, man. Yeah, JJ comes on the show quite frequently. He's a solid character, man. I absolutely love that guy. He's one of my best friends on YouTube. I don't even know how we connected one day. We just did, and man, it was like two flies in a fishing bowl. I watch Sammy every day too. I used to watch Sammy every day. I don't watch him as much as I used to. It's just that I do a lot of trading now. So Sammy got me into it, dude. I did his beginner courses 2 times during the bear market. I was like, dude, I'm in the bear market. I got to get around to these people that know their stuff. And I really educated myself. I watched them every single day. I back tested everything. And now I'm starting my own thing. But I still catch him every now and again. Maybe like once every 2 weeks I'll watch his channel. He's a great guy, man. He's a really good man, you know. Sometimes I give him a lot of crap, even though he doesn't even know me. But, you know, he really helped me out in the bear market, and I can never really dump on him. I know we have other people out there who hate on him, and that's totally, I think everybody is entitled to their own opinion. What are we going to look at? Guys, I got distracted. We were in stacks. And, oh, yeah, that's right. I wanted to show you how to identify the previous bear markets. Well, at least I'm going to show you in Bitcoin, because this is actually pretty wild data. We're going to head to Bitcoin. We're going to head to the monthly. I'm still on the inverse candles. And you know what, too? I'm looking at this upside down right now. On the Bitcoin chart, upside down. We are getting rejection off the 21. This is really interesting. I'm just seeing this now because I have my chart upside down. But we could be making an inverted head and shoulder pattern to the downside or upside. That would be the downside. So, you know, if we are in a bear market, you know, shit, we might get that bounce. That's what I'm saying. I think we're bullish, man, at the end of this month. And at the end of the month, it's going to be really interesting, because if we do clip like 101 and we don't make a new higher high, dude, I think it's pretty likely that we're going to go down probably till like April. But, you know, it's so weird to say, because like what would break us down if we're in the rate cuts, right? The rates are getting cut. That's one of the reasons why I think we're entering into a new cycle. But anyways, let's flip this upside down. I want to go over my point with you guys. Boom, 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 boom. Where are we at? Some say it's a bear flag. Some say 250K. In reality, nobody knows where it's going. Where BTC is going, LOL. But one thing's for sure, I'm eating a grouper and a snapper, dude. Hell yeah, bro. Good for you. Where do you live? Where do you fish at? I'm out of Seattle, so we got really good fishing here. We can fish for sturgeon. I really want to go sturgeon fishing. You watch Sammy every day. Coin operator said, "Hey, tell him." I said, "Hey, tell him." I almost gave you my code name away. My YouTube. He would know my name if I went to his chat and super chatted me. Dude, I haven't seen this guy in a couple of years, but he would know me for sure. For sure, he would know me. I met Lifer when he had 15K followers, and when I did his first class, I did it 6 a.m. on a Saturday. I was drinking out of my life, and I actually just dropped it just recently. But he goes, "Hey, is that my mug?" I was like, "Yeah, dude." He goes, "That's the first time I've seen my mug on the stream." He's like, "That's awesome, dude." Oh yeah, Sam would know me. Especially that guy's great memory too. You think the rate cut's priced in already? Hey, it very well could be. Tampa, dude, hell yeah, bro. I was there in Tampa, dude. I would show you guys. Maybe I could pull them off the wall one of these days. I have the Trump NFTs. I have all 3 of them, man. So I got to go down to Florida twice. I went twice and had dinner with him at Mar-a-Lago. That was a great experience. All right, so let me show you what I'm talking about right now on the monthly. So we come down to Bitcoin. I have my paint pen out, so we're going to erase that paint pen. So answer a coin operated question, how to check out when we're in a big dump, or is that Tetsu? What I said about BTC, of course. Okay, well, let's take a look. So I'm going to start at the very beginning of this so I can show you guys more of it in depth. And some of the data, this didn't always exist. So we're going to come back to the Bitcoin's original time frame. So we're going to say hypothetically we made it a red dot right here, because I can't show you because market cipher didn't exist at that time. But if we made a red dot right here, price action would have been like short the momentum wave to the downside. So you could have shorted it from January 14th, put your short in. You could have rode it all the way down till you got this first dot and a second green dot. So we're going to expand it out so you can really see. So you could have said this would have been the tip, the start of the bear market. We got the double green dots. That would have marked bottom, get in. You would have got in on this candle, and this candle. Okay, so $260. So now we're gonna play out 4 years from now. So we got October 15th. You would have came up. You could have gotten out on this red dot, but nobody knew what the momentum waves were on this dot. You could have got out. Could have got back in on this candle because you got the green dot on the monthly. So you would have traded maybe a little bit of a loss, but all of a sudden you could have stayed in. You would have rode it. So you could have got in at price of $273, got out right here, played a little sideways, got back in. So you could have really rode it $273 to say 275 up to this red dot over here. Okay. Now I would have gotten out a little bit premature because for whatever reason the red dots on monthly come in a little bit late, and it should have came in when it first clipped into the red, which is right here on this candle is when it really should have clipped. And if you would have zoomed in on the smaller candles, you could have seen it on like the 4 hour and the weekly that we made a lower high. So now you could have got out right here. So even if you got out on this candle, let's say the bottom of this candle, you would have went from $275 to $6,000 on the bottom of that red dot coming in, confirmed out. You could even got out maybe 6,500, 6,600 on the next candle. So now you go, okay, bear market's in. Okay, this is January 18th. All right, January 1st, 2018. Got out, said the bear market's out, got the red dot, monthly candles, boom, 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 boom. You just watch the momentum come down, smooth, down. Now what's interesting is you get this first candle, it's a hike and a she. Now, interesting about hike and a she's are a signal of a trend reversal of the previous downtrend. So now it's saying we should go up. So that's your first inkling that something's starting to turn. So now you get the second candle. You could have entered to this, but you could have got the second candle, the green dot, and be like, okay, it's time to get in. We got confirmation. You get in on the green dot, and then boom, 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 boom. We would have ran up. You would have had some sideways chop action right here. So you would have closed out. You would have entered your price at, let's say, a high target of 4,000. You could have got out on this next red dot, even at the low. So I'm giving the bearish thing at 7,200. That's still almost 100% gains coming in. I mean, you could have done some little macro weekly, 4 hour, 12 hour, and could have recognized the lower highs. Time to get out. But anyways, we're playing off the monthly. So now you would have almost made double. You put a short in. You could leave your short in. Could have got in here and you would have had to fake that red dot. You were going to have a little bit of turbulence. But if you notice, this anchor trigger wave closer to the zero line you get, the stronger the signal is. So if you could have held on, made this W pattern, bounced off the 50 and the 21, you would have had your green dot, entered on this green dot at a low of the low. So I'm giving you worst, actually, no, it's too high. Worst case scenario, $10,100. So now you're watching the blue momentum wave, the thick money flow is increasing. That's the green wave. So as the green wave's coming in, the money flow momentum was increasing. So you would have got in at $10,000. You could have rode all these candles up on another 4-year cycle. You would have had the first signal of it ending right here, right where this money wave clip. That's where the real red dot should have been. I don't know why the monthly does this. That would have been your real candle. But you could even say this candle, you would have got out 29,000, 3 extra money. Okay, worst case scenario. That's 10,000. Caught the terrible end of that wick. Rode the momentum wave all the way to this red dot. 3 extra money minimum. You could have capped out at 6x on the buying the highest wick. Do the highest wick again. So you could put your short in. You would have missed out. Been like, well, whatever. Green dot. This one right here lit up again, saying that there's some signal to pressure to the upside, but you do get bearish divergence. So bearish div, man. That's a no, right? You don't want to trade bearish div to the upside. So you get the red dot right here, start of the bear market. Boom, short. Put your short in. Worst case scenario, best case 60,000, worst case 40,000, and you put your short in and let it run all the way down to get your next green dot on the monthly. Then you would have came into this green dot right here. No doji candle, so we didn't get the doji candle, but we get a fat red dot with a fat red wave at -50. You could have entered your long position, rode all the way up. You could have had a quick little fake out, close out, reopen, broke even, maybe lost a little money. You got your green dot tied to the zero line, opened it up, and that would have been the signal. And I'm just making this real quick for you because we're not lining up the monthly and the 4-year cycles. You're like, oh, this is October. This isn't like in the middle of everything breaking down. Okay, so you have to bear with me. Use a little bit of common sense. If I had more time, actually, I guess I have all the time in the world. But my wife, you just heard my kid. They were screaming. Could have entered. Where was I? So now we're entering into this current cycle we're currently in on the monthly. We had the red dot. I flipped bearish here. I said, I'm bearish. It came down. We got the second green dot, and I was like, okay, well, I told everybody, go back and check it. I said, I'll be bullish, but I'm not bottom of the market bullish because the green dots, when they're below the zero line, like you see over here, that's the bread and butter. These green dots right here, when they're above the zero line, the momentum waves, I'll take them. They're great. Don't get me wrong. I love them. But generally, you could use the alien wave theory. There's only a few candles. Like even back over here in, what is this, 2021, we get a green dot, and it only lasts like a candle, okay? So over here, not on this little one right here, not super great either. So we got this one. I'm like, okay, I'll be bullish. Great. Made a good couple months. Then you're like, well, shit, we got a red candle. I'm like, that's not super great. I really don't like this momentum. We had divvy coming in to the downside. I'm like, not great. We come back down. We get another green dot. I'm like, dude, that's absolutely killer. I love that. We go up. Cool. That's great. We get this red dot right here. And I'm like, oh, hell, it's back. You go back, flip it, man. Watch some videos. We don't delete anything. Coming to the downside, dude. And I said, I've been bearish for a while, to be honest with you. Since at least since September, I've been bearish. And I was right, man. We had this fake out in October to come back down a terrible November. Terrible November. We're in October right now. It hasn't been great. We have to wait and see if the 21 can hold. So my current opinion, going off just the monthly chart, is the red dot is still playing out to the downside. Now the question is, how low can we go? I mean, we could be bearish till July. You know, life could be very well right. We could come down to 75. Then we could drop down to 65. We could drop down to 50. And then it starts its full-on reversal, like mega bullish 2026. I mean, if we're bearish, it's only going to last so long. I think it probably only lasts till July. That's 7 more candles. You know, come back over here. We get 7 more candles. 8. We get 8 candles. So we come back down. We get 1 candle, 2 candle, 3 candle, 4 candle, 5 candles, 6 candles. We come back up 7, 8. Maybe come back down. Something like that. And then we're going to full on restart the race. That's what I believe. And this momentum, look how much we came down, almost 50% of this momentum wave to the zero line. We've literally gone from 60, let's say 72, down to 40 with 39. So we came down 50%. Now 50 more percent, we could get down to the zone where we can get those mega green dots to say, boom, multi-year run. It's on. And we got that in 4 months. Now that would be crazy fast for us to get that, but that's not out of the realm of possibility. Guys, I've been rambling on for like 20 minutes on a spree on how to identify some of these bear market signals, and not a single person put in the chat, am I just that entertaining? Oh, what, guys? I'm giving myself a pat on the back for that. There you guys go. What we got in here? We have Dream Tank says TV. What if rate cuts is a bait and then they don't do anything, then it dumps because the weekly chart says it was bearish? Dude, it could be priced in. You know what my theory was? I said this back in October. You know, obviously you guys know I'm a Trump guy. It's okay. You could be one of my best friends is a hardcore Harris Biden person. I could get along with anybody, man. I play poker at my buddy's house. He's super gay, but I love him, dude. I don't care. You do whatever the hell you want in life. And I'm tired of people saying, oh, you're a conservative, so you hate me. And I'm like, that's not at all accurate, to be honest with you. But what I was saying is that I think Lisa Cooks is going to get removed from the Fed on mortgage fraud. Now, I also think Jerome Powell is going to step down and we're going to get somebody in there that is going to be very aggressive with rate cuts. I totally think that's totally possible. Yeah, I'll rewind it. I got you. We'll go back to the 50 EMA. So I think Lisa Cook's going to leave. I think Jerome Powell is going to be replaced around May. Now, the new guy, he might start cutting rates right away, but he might wait like a month or two. And I think the two people that are going to be replaced are going to be pro-rate, and I think we're actually going to flip the Fed over. Now, I also have this theory. Call me crazy. It's okay. You know, if I'm right or wrong, it doesn't matter. These are all just hypothetical theories. But I think Trump's in the middle of switching us off or out of the dollar, what we know today, the Federal Reserve note, and he's going to move us back onto the US dollar. In the process to do that, I think he wants to max out the Federal Reserve, basically credit card, like print as much money into existence as he humanly can before this whole thing's crashed, because it's going to crash. And I think doing that, silver and gold, I'm going to shoot through the roof. We'll talk a couple $100 silver, we'll say 10,000 plus gold. And then what the Federal Reserve is going to do is they're going to everything that they find with Doge that is fraudulent, I don't think the U.S. government's going to own. And I think they're going to go over and reevaluate silver and gold because it hasn't been revalued since like 60s, I think. And that's going to cost, because gold and silver have shifted so much that when you reevaluate it, all of a sudden it's basically like making money out of thin air. And with the fraud and everything else that we find, we can net even out. And then with the tariffs, now all of a sudden we're positive on the balance sheet. Now we have gold and silver backed stuff again. It's all a hyperbole thing. I know there's no it's all a theory. It's all a theory, okay? But if it does play out that way, that would be phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal for everybody. Everybody will be rich. Crypto, not crypto. Stocks, not stocks, dude. Everybody's going to be happy. Oh, I keep readjusting my legs, and I have like this metal bar under my table, and I keep whacking it on my shin. Right above my kneecap, actually. I don't know, that's not really my shin, but you do what I mean, not what I say. All right, so now you guys heard my crazy concoctional theory. I hope it plays out, but if it doesn't, it's okay. You said, not sure if I missed it. Could you check my comment on the 50 WMA? You were talking about what I said on BTC, of course. Do you also follow the 50W breakdown as a bearish signal? And now we can pump up to the 50 MA and reject. Okay, let me pull up Bitcoin. We're going to go to Bitcoin. What time frame are you talking about, Tetsu? The 50-day on what? The daily? Or are you talking about the weekly? The monthly? The monthly says 57,000 would be the 50 MA where we can pump down to. And that's one of the reasons why I think that 57 is on the table, because of this strong signal we got right here. Boom. And it just lines up. I mean, look, we got top right here. It matches. This matches. And this comes in over here to matches. So I think 55, 57 is 100% on the table. On the weekly? Okay, let's go to the weekly. It's all totally on the table for the monthly. Okay, we're going to come over here. Oh, dude, 100%. We could totally pump up to the 50 and reject it. Now, actually, at the very beginning of the show, before you came in, I think I actually opened up with Bitcoin, and that was the very thing I said before we started talking about a lot of hyperboles and thoughts I've had, is we come down. That's great, cool. We bottom out. People are like, the bull market's back on. We're rocking and ripping. We come up to that 50-day at 101. Now, the question is, can this green dot carry us? Now, I'll make a theory that it just might. It absolutely just might, because that's a thick blue wave. And not just that, the 2-week is starting to make a trigger wave to the upside. Now, that absolutely could rip us above this 21 on the 2-week. I would say that's a full-on reversal if we can get a green dot on the 2-week. And we haven't got there yet. We're 2 weeks away. We just had a print, a little bit more curvature on the momentum wave. I mean, green dots, dude, aren't something to F around with, especially on these longer time frames. Here's one right here, just above it. Let's see, come down here. It was just above it. It's not even tight on the zero line. Boom, money. Here's one down here. Boom, money. Now this one is a nasty little fake out. Now we could get a little nasty fake out, but the problem is, well, maybe not. You mimic a double top pattern, come back down, get a little fake up. You could get that double top pattern, come down, get a little bit of fake up. That is possible. Now, I mean, it's valid. But we also have this one down here, and this one played out phenomenally. Marked the bottom. This one too, little fake out, but then that was pretty much marked the bottom. This one was a nasty one. That's coming in the middle, halfway through the bear market. This one down here was the start of the bear market. So I guess we have 50-50. 50-50 shot that they played out that it marked the bottom. But if you want to mimic one, this would probably be the one that you'd want to mimic, and that would be a dangerous one. That would be a dangerous one. And we came up and rejected off the 21 right there. This is the 2 weeks. So we could come up, reject off the 21 around 103. So for me to say that is in the cards, you know what does it look like? This is a pretty thick wave to the downside. Where were we? We were over here, looking over here. See, also, so this one that we had that we were just talking about down here, it's not, the blue wave's not as thick. This is negative 48. This one's below the dotted line at negative 66. And generally, when I took the market cycle trading courses, when it goes below negative 60, it's market oversold. Time for it to go the other direction. So, I don't know, man. I guess we have to wait and see, right? If we come up and reject off the dang sucker, that, yeah, I think it's probably we're in a nasty downtrend. Yeah, probably downtrend to I would say, I'll go even lower than life, or I would say 57. We might come back down to 75 to reject up. Where's my little paint pen? Am I still on there? So we might come back down, reject off. Oh, too high. Come down. We reject off the 50. We go lower. We could come back down to what price is this? 80K. We could probably even go a little lower. Let's say 75K. Come back down here. 72K. Come up, and boom, we go back down even lower. And now we're in the lower 65, 50 ranges. That's 100% possible. But to make that prediction that far out, it's very difficult to do. It's very difficult to do. I'm thinking, man. I'll erase this. I think that 50 days is really important to watch. Right now, the 12-hour, we have a green dot, which is a sign of a pump, and the Stokes RSI strength's going good with us. I love drawing white, yellow little squiggly lines. We are challenging the 21 and the 50 right now, which is the signal that these longer time frames could play out. We could totally pump up to the 200, which is right in that zone of what we were just talking about, that 50 MA and the 21 MA on this weekly and 2 week time frames. And we come up here and we don't break above it, that's a lower high. 100% is a lower high. Peak, high, lower high, come all the way down, come back up, lower high. So we have to kind of wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. 1 hour and 30 in, man. We've been having a great stream. I thank everybody who subscribed to the channel. We're at 662, man. It's so great. I think I have to go and check on my wife and kids because my kids are screaming. They're probably hungry. And so, as being a good parent and get off the computer and go check up on them. We got 3 boys. Youngins are 5. No. My oldest is 7. 7, 4, and a year and a half. So we got our hands full. So Thank you, everybody, for tuned in. I'm going to thank everyone personally, especially all the new subscribers to the channel. So thank you, TSU. I'm hoping I'm saying that right, for showing on in today. Dream Tanks, let's get Joe on Wednesday. Let's do it, man. Thank you for showing on in. Corner Operator, thank you for subbing to the channel. Thank you, TCU, for subbing to the channel as well. Rod Chucker Fishing and Cooking, thank you for showing up to the channel, man. Talking about your fishing trips, man. Hey, if you want to join the Brew Crew, join the Discord. I'd love to see those fish that you're catching, man. Pull them up in there. Hit us up on the X so we can get you in for free. Where we at? Rob chucking them, Rob. We have D.U. Thank you for showing up. D.U today. Wilt Free Speech, thank you for coming on in and subbing to the channel. Appreciate you, brother. Getting on fire, Daniel Ghazi, man. Thank you for coming on in and kicking ass. Joe, it's always great seeing you, my friend. I hope life's well for you. Hope you're staying blessed and hydrated over there. Banana Republic, thank you for coming on in and pumping my chat. Crypto Mine, thank you for coming on in. BK will be dead cap bounce at 107. And the bear market, he's in the same field as rejection off the 50 MA. There you guys go. He's thinking the same thing. Calvin, thank you for coming on in, staying hydrated. Jolenberg, thank you for coming on in. He's also in the camp of saying it's over. The Grand Commission, it's good seeing you, my good sir. Thank you for coming on in. Amelia, thanks for coming on in. It's also great. Hey, guys, if you haven't already and you're in here, go follow Trade Intuition and Joe. Like I said before, he's a solid character. He gives you exactly what he sees. He's very unbiased. He has a very good mindset on not being stuck in the permanent bull mentality. He tells you exactly what the charts are, and he does a really good job explaining it. Daniel Ghazi, my good sir. And TSU, you were the first person in today. Welcome in, man. That's awesome. You like that disclaimer, man. Yeah, it's pretty good. Sub to him already. Hey, thank you, D.U. You're a good, solid character, man. You're always around, part of the Brew Crew family. We all work here together, you know. YouTube's a hard grind, and we all here together, man. So if we go down, we go up, we'll still go live every day, Joe has different opinions sometimes than I have, and that's one of the best things I think he can get in crypto, because it keeps you from having tunnel vision. You can see one person's perspective and yet see another person's perspective and why they see that way. So on that note, guys, hey, we'll be back tomorrow 7:30 Pacific Standard Time. If you haven't already, please smash that like, hit the subscribe, follow us on X. All right, guys, peace. One over here. Later. Blockchain Brew is out. Trent, where were you?